Hey, my squad, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's make sure the notification went out, the sound is working, and then I'll get into what we're doing today. Okay, notification went out. And sound is working. Okay, so today I'm working on Mother Nature by Hannah Lynn from DAC. This is for the Asian year-long event, Get Her Done, and Once Upon a Time. I did finish this Tigger off where we were working on him in Tuesday's live. So I finished him off. This is for Love is in the Air and Get Her Done also. And so that done. So now you can see we're working on her. So we've pretty much got all this done here, all this done here, and now we're in the rays of sunshine. Hey Sandy, how are you? So let's see. I'll go ahead and do the and I am totally finally back to myself. I still have an issue with the tooth problem though. Right now it's not really a toothache or anything. It's more the gum is irritated. But it's a little bit of issue when I first wake up in the morning. Still have a little issue with chewing on that side right now, but it's doing a lot better. I've gotten my energy back to want to do things, so that's good. Because it was getting to the point where I just wanted to lay around and watch TV all day. I would do a little, maybe. Oh, thank you, sissy. No, Cindy, I don't have hardly any squares. No, I know I don't have that color because that's one of my favorite colors. That and 550. You just woke up, sis. But if I get anytime soon, Sandy, because I do have a square that I haven't kitted down yet. If I do get any though, I'll set them aside for you and I'll send them to you. I'll be on the lookout for that color for you. Most of my kits are rounds though. I have a few squares, but most of my kits are rounds. Because when I first started diamond painting 7 years ago, I didn't even realize there were squares. At first, and then, so everything that I was ever sent were, from Amazon or whatever, were rounds. And then when I won my first canvas, and I can't remember who that was from. I'd have to go back and look. And they sent it to me. It was square. It was from One Day Savings. It was my Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob and Sandy and all of them, and Plankton and Mr. Krabs, Patrick, and I know my camera just kicked out. Oh, sis. Oh, I hate to hear that you're sick. But yeah, so that was my first square I ever did. And I was team square, team rounds from then on. I'll do either or. Now I do kind of have two creepy pictures coming that I won. It's dark art. Um, and the one's going to shock you all that I'll do it. I've heard a lot of people are down with that flu, Sandy. I've heard that where some people are saying that their schools are closed down because more kids are sick than are healthy and able to come to school. And see, they say RSV is going around, the A1 flu, a form of COVID's going around again. Then of course you got the avian flu going around. Don't get me started on that one. Because that's already affected, God, at least 15 or more farms near, not far from me. And they've had to put the whole chicken houses down. They've had to put the whole flocks down. And then of course I know it's the avian flu has been affecting the egg production farms as well, because they don't have the hens. It's wiping out the hens. So yeah, so believe me, growing up almost all your life on a chicken farm, avian influenza is just the inkling of the word, and it being anywhere within 50 miles of your farm is scary, to say the least. Yeah. Even if it's only 2 or 3 chickens or geese or ducks, or whatever the bird is that tests positive, they've got to wipe out the whole flock. And it's sad. It is sad, but the thing is, avian flu every year it comes around. Some years it don't really affect that many flocks. Other years, it can wipe out thousands and thousands and thousands of birds. And it's transmitted from a bird pooping somewhere that has it. Another bird may have stepped in it and went near your flock, and now your flock got it from that bird that got it from another. It's crazy. I'll tell you, the one that carries it the most is the Canadian geese. They're heavy trafficker of the avian influenza. So I mean, it's sad. I mean, it happens, but if they have to destroy a farm because a laying farm because of the because of it, yeah, they'll destroy all the eggs that are also laid in that. They'll shut down production period, and eggs, the hens, everything is destroyed. Yeah, it says pretty much. It's the STD of the bird world. But I didn't know until Mr. E was saying in Saturday Night Live that night that cats and dogs can catch it, and most domesticated birds, horses, and cows can also catch it. The the A1 flu. Now the avian flu, I don't think it could transmit as easily as the A1 flu, but the avian flu, it mostly you just hear about it in birds. So yeah, so it's crazy. And what letter was I just? Oh, I'm done. I was like, what letter was I working on? But growing up on a chicken farm, most of your life, you learn about the avian influenza very quickly. You're on the lookout for that. If it's talked about in the area, you go into like a quarantine mode, but just for precautionary measures. So I gotta admit, growing up, we never actually had a flock that was ever tested positive for it or anything. But we had family friends that raised birds that it hit them and everything. So, but we never actually had to deal with it. But I've seen what has to be done when it happens. Yeah, I'm still trying to understand that one, Sandy. Um, the only thing I could think of is that somehow the birds may have been around the grasses or the hay or whatever that those cows were eating, and it transmitted into them somehow. I am still not 100% sure on how, the logistics on how that actually all went down. So, because that's just weird. Because when you, like I say, when you hear avian influenza, you always only hear about it in birds and things like that. Now I know they were saying some cats and big cats like that, they died from it because they ate meat from birds that had the avian flu. I did hear about that. Yeah, because Sandy, there was a lot of controversy about that too. I remember that. Um, it, it's not 100% effective. It's just like any vaccination. You know, you could still get sick even if you got the vaccination. So I mean, believe me, some of the stuff they would pump through the water into these chickens, or through it was in their feed. It's crap they don't need. And yes, to get some of these chickens to the growth that they are. Yeah, they do have steroids put in their food and water. I mean, I've had to help put some of that stuff back and dump some of that stuff into the thing that pumped the water into their troughs and stuff. So yeah. And a lot of these places, when stores, when crackers and chips and all that goes, they're no good no more, and they toss them out. They go to these feed mills and they're ground up in the chicken feed, plastic and all. Believe me, we've been filling a feed bin. You know, the feed bin was just filled, and then we were filling the feed hoppers so it would put the feed down the feeder line, and you'd find whole packs of Lance crackers. Yeah. It all depends on how it hits the farm. If it's a strong strain, a mild strain, you know. But yeah, people can get sick from it too. So, but most of the time it just affects the birds, which is sad because to see whole houses of chickens have to be euthanized, and I'm talking some of these chicken houses hold 30,000-40,000 chickens in them, you know, and to see them have to be euthanized it's heartbreaking. Actually, it is really heartbreaking. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Oh, I got the hiccups. Let me get some water. Staying very hydrated, y'all. I drink like 1 or 2 of these a day. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 80 some ounces of water. A whole 80 some ounces of water. But yeah, so let's see. What have I got going on? I'm back to myself, which is a good thing. Other than that, I really don't have anything going on. Really don't. So, but I'm just working away on Mother Nature. Why do I keep calling her Mother Nature? I meant Mother Earth. Yeah, I didn't realize it would affect the dairy cow either. That's strange. I didn't know that. I knew the A1 flu could affect them, but I didn't know the avian flu could. And then, you know, we'll have the warmer temperatures will be coming before we know it. So that means mosquito population. Horse farms are going to, and the wild ponies down Aztec and Chincoteague, you know, they have to be on the lookout because of equine influenza, which comes from mosquitoes. And then the equine flu, you know, that can transmit to humans as well. So it's crazy. And I'm telling you, the spray that they spray for the daggone mosquitoes around here just makes them things even more mad. You know, so I'm like, why do they even spray that stuff? And they'll do aerial spray overs. Let's see. Oh, there is one thing. I don't know when it will happen, but they're supposed to be putting in a new electric pole here by my house. So there may be a chance that one of my live days, I'm not going to be able to go live because they're going to be replacing the pole outside my neighbor's house and supposedly moving it over in towards our yard. Don't ask me. So there'll be a day where there'll probably be no electric and no internet. I mean, I'd have mobile data, but I'd have to shave my phone battery, you know. So don't know when that's gonna happen though, y'all. That's still up in the air because they're replacing poles all up and down the road I live on. So I don't know when ours will be on the list to be done. So yay me. Well, that'll probably be a day I'll catch up on my sleep. Oh, but anywho. I have a little like one for my phone, Sandy. But we don't have a like a port. We want to eventually get a solar one of them like solar power generator like thingies. Um, but yeah, I do have one for my phone though. So, but even if I was to go live, it would still use a lot of that power off of the power bank. So, um, but my phone actually will hold a good charge for 2 days before I really have to make sure it's on the charger. So that's a good thing. I mean, I'll be able to watch TV and stuff on my phone, probably. But I'm not going. I wouldn't be able to do a live if it's one of my live stream days. I wouldn't be able to live stream at all. So, but hopefully, we'll find out soon when they're going to um, be doing it because it's going to drive me insane. Because it's just crazy because they're gonna have to rerun or reroute the power line to my house and all that. I'm not even sure where I've got mine at right now, Sandy. I know. I think mine has a flashlight built in on it too. Mine is heavy. I do know that. That sucker is heavy. And I could charge. I think it's four or five devices off of it at once. We got rain last night, and it's still kind of rainy here. I know parts of Delaware up that way, they got actual sleet yesterday, so or last night. There's a possibility we could get some of that this week, I think. And then our temperatures are supposed to go right back up in the 50s. So, yeah, I can't remember where I got my power bank charger from, Sandy, but I've had it for a good while and it works nice. When I'm out and about, like when I did the Christmas parade and all that, I used the power bank to keep my phone charged while I was on live. But so we'll cover that bridge when we get to it. When that day, if it happens, I'll put whenever it happens, I'll put a message out on my Facebook and my community tab of what's going down and everything. So. But hopefully they do it real early come real early in the morning to do it, and that they get it done and over with pretty quickly. Okay, Sandy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I have some stuff to do. I mean, I'll still be able to diamond paint and all that. So that's no biggie there. You know. So I still have stuff. I mean, I'll have things to do. It's just I'm used to having background noise, the TV or the fan or something like that. So when the day that happens, my guinea girls are going to have to be my background noise. And watch, they'll sleep their little heinies off that day. Just because I want them to be noisy. They have a tendency now when I go live, they're not in there making a ruckus or whatever. And they got a new hay rack, so they still figured out how to butt it off, but it has carabiner clips that also hold it on, so they weren't able to knock the actual hay rack off like they were the other one. And I think they're kind of mad because they can't do that. They're my babies. They're my little chunky potatoes. I call them potatoes with legs. Which actually, that sounds good. I think I'm having some tater tots for dinner. Yep, I think that's what I'll do. I'll do tater tots for dinner. But yeah, so Oh yeah. I know. Well, it wouldn't hurt our refrigerator, Cindy, because right now all we got in there is vegetables anyway for the guinea pigs and me and mom. But all of our meats and all that kind of stuff are in the freezer. And we actually, mom keeps soda bottles, all my soda bottles from soda I drink. So we have frozen bottles of water in the bottom of our freezer. So if the power does go out like that, we have those that still keep everything nice and cold in the freezer. Oh yeah, that's what a lot of people do wrong though. Is when the power does go out, they open and shut their refrigerator. So all the um, but yeah, that's one thing I know not to do. Yep. But oh, I bet, Sandy. I bet. Because you were without that was you were going on that. How long was that? That had been a couple. What about a week? I think you said. I remember when we got hit with Hurricane. What was it? Hurricane? Yeah, Hurricane Sandy. We were out for like 2 days out of power, and yeah, I think what got me the most was nighttime. You know, um, that's what got to me the worst because it was so eerie and dead quiet. You know, because like during the day, you can get out, you have no power, you still have the natural daylight coming through your windows and all that. But at night with no power, oh, that's good, Sandy. Um, See, that's the thing too. If our power was to go out, we have an electric heater, but if we also have a gas heater, so if we lose power, we still got heat. That's the good thing. So if it happens to be cold or whatever, um, and the power goes out, we still got heat. So and shoot, me and mom would still be able to cook if we wanted because we'll start the grill up. We know how to survive. And shoot, I don't need no charcoal to start it either because I know how to hunt for twigs and sticks and deadfall pieces of deadfall. Uh, to start a fire. Yeah, they did. During Hurricane Sandy, when we got hit bad, the if you were on food stamps, or even if you weren't on food stamps, they issued people cards that were had so much loaded on it. But us people who weren't were on food stamps and everything, we got double or triple the amount of what we would get a month because of losing all that food and everything due to that. Oh, the kerosene lanterns. Oh, I bet you they're pretty. Um, there are some pretty styles of different kerosene lamps out there. Um, me and Mama got good flashlights on our phones. I have a flashlight that's in my book bag, and then we had it fell off my board, but my magnet board, but I have it looks like a light switch. Mom got them at Family Dollar, and it's like an LED light, that I can use. Plus, my ring lights run off a USB, so I can plug them into my power bank, and we have them for light as well. So we got it all covered. Plus, Mom has candles and stuff around too, so we're always prepared. What's the saying? You prepare for the worst, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So we always got, you know, back up to the back. We always got to back up to the back up to the back up. Is what I like to say. But yeah, so I like the fact that my LED lights for filming, my ring lights are and all are USB, because that means if I do need to use them as a power, when the power goes out, I can always just plug them into my power bank, and you got bright light. So oh wow, Sandy, that was a steal right there. Because those rechargeable lights, you know, they're kind of expensive. Oh, that's right. I also got my black light too. I actually, I have a black light, so I could always use that too. That'd be funny. That'd be funny because a lot of my stuff in my room would be glowing. Uh, oh, that would be funny. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong pink. Oh no, that's the right pink triangle. I was looking at the label in there the wrong way. But yeah, so now see, I've never had to worry about the no indoor plumbing or electric, but yeah, I have lived in the country, and one of the farms we actually lived on, they actually had a generator that if the power went out, it would power all the chicken houses and the house, the trailer we lived in. So, but I've also lived places where, power goes out, it goes out. We can have a bad windstorm and it knock a tree out and take our power out as well. So, um, it's no biggie for me. It's just that when it happens at night is when it really kind of bugs me because it's so eerie. It gets so eerie quiet. That's the part that gets me, the quietness. Now sometimes if it happens, I can gently, get myself to fall asleep, and and then of course by morning it's usually back on or whatever. But sometimes it's just you can't get back to sleep or whatever. It's that eerie quietness that gets you. But I used to love living in the country though. Sometimes when the power would go out in the summertime, when the power goes out though, it's you can open your window and you hear the crickets and the frogs and it's like that. But this time of year, like winter's, it's like dead silent when it goes out. I mean, yeah, I'm not in the country anymore, but I'm on the outskirts of the town. So, I mean, you know, but you need to find one of these triangles. You need the brown ones, or orange ones, I mean. There you go. So we ain't got many more colors to do in this section. And then I'd say I got at least half the painting done. So once I finish this section, which I'll probably do on camera, or I'm going to try to do on cam today, then I'll roll this down and put the next set of release papers on underneath the set I have here. And cut the paper and go from there. Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. I just had something weird pop up on my phone. I had to figure out what it was. It was just phone has a let me know that I had did an update. Like, okay. Let's see, I need the K. Let's do the K's. But yeah, so okay, Sandy. Yeah, I'll do that when I get off the live. I have the lions behind me have glow in the dark in them. That's where that's King's Path from DAC. I had a skull that I did. I have another one I haven't put up yet that I got from Debbie Day that has glow in the dark in it. And I know I have a picture, the one I did, Witchy Basic, the one that was like I called the giant freestyle art that sticker that I did. I know I put glow in the dark in that. So yeah, like every now and then I'll turn my black light on and go over the pictures and just see all the different, because that's also got neons and neon jellies and all that in it, and it's pretty cool to see that when it lights up. I actually need to get some more pictures put up on my wall. This one's going to go on the wall when I do get her done. I do know that. I just ain't figured out where yet. I know behind me I have some wall space, but me and Mom need to rearrange some stuff, and then I'll be able to use that wall space once we get it all straight. It's just Mom's not been feeling good, so we haven't, reorganized that area. And one of the guinea girls is thirsty because I hear her drinking water. I bet you if I look over there, I'm pretty much sure it's Peanut. Oh, actually, no, it was Corona. Oh, they're in their food bowl. So they think if they eat that down, they're getting more. Which they won't get no more of that until I go to get ready to go to bed tonight. I got them actually on a schedule when they get certain things. So, but they have access to their hay 24/7, 365. So I always make sure they got plenty of that. But they're doing good. They're doing really good. Spoiled rotten. So are the cats. All the cats are spoiled rotten. But, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't trade them for the world. Our pets become our kids. And they're my babies. But you know, it just got me that some people just, they'll throw an animal away. They think they're just a disposable pet. You know, it's crazy. You know, they get sick and tired and don't want to take care of it no more. So they treat it like it's disposable and can just throw it some away. Oh, I need to figure a new setup for my chair because my feet are hurting. But I'll figure that out. The teas. We'll do teas next. Teas is a pretty purple too. Um, but my favorite purple DMC though is 550. Oh, I just love that color. I am a sucker for 550 though. And there is 550 in this canvas, too. So but anyway, so no, so yeah, I know I haven't been putting out any content videos. It's just I just haven't, when I had that low energy spell, I just wasn't doing, any filming any content videos, but I'm hopefully going to get back into that soon. That is one of my goals for the year, is to, get back into doing my, time-lapse videos, basically. So I'm going to go through my stash sometime soon and pull out all my 20, I believe they're either 15 by 15 or 20 by 20s. They're just little canvases. And then I do have some off-canvas projects that I need to finish or start and do. And I figure I can use those for time-lapse videos. So I'm planning on maybe taking, I may take a day off. I don't know. I may take a day off this month, one day this month, and take a Monday and take Tuesday off, but take those 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, and film. Or then again, I may do a Thursday and a Friday. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm thinking about that, about the taking of a day off. Every now and then, I think I'm going to throw in a mental health day, basically, and just take a day off of live streaming, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Then I've also been pondering in my mind about adding either a late night live in during the week, or or on a weekend. Yeah, Sandy, I know you'll be in surgery. Yeah. Um, and I hope that goes well and you have a speedy recovery with that. But yeah, I know you won't be there for that live. But I'm thinking about I may take that and actually take that day off next week. Just so I can film some you know content video. I'm not sure yet because I need to get the canvases out and get them all together, and that's something I might work on this weekend, is getting all that stuff together. And because I need to actually empty some storage as well. So I have a lot I need to do this weekend. So this weekend might be, play catch up and get stuff caught up and that I want to get done, that I need to get done, and that I've been putting off, type of deal. So they're going. Yeah, I was figuring they'll probably keep you overnight. Yeah. Yeah, I was figuring that they will probably keep you overnight. But yeah, so those are the things that I got going through my mind right now, though, that I know I need to get them done. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to, finish moving all my spares to my new spare storage, all that. Because I have another idea I want to do with my art dot storage I was using. And it's actually going to make more sense for me, and it's going to actually help me on my desk with things as well. So I got all these ideas and I just haven't executed them yet. That's the part, is executing the idea. And in theory, sometimes your ideas sound good when they come to your mind and you're thinking them out, and then you're like, okay, it's time to execute it. Is this going to work the way I want it to work? So, sometimes your ideas can become epic fails. And yeah, I'm just hoping that this one does not become an epic fail. So, but I won't know until I try it. So. But plus this is going to help, with getting more organized as well. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, if you could just see how unorganized my my corner is right now. So hopefully all these ideas I got going through my head are going to actually work. Um, and it's just some of it's just moving stuff to a new location as well. So yeah, but some of it also depends on when I'm able to organize what's behind my screen here. Y'all just don't want to see that hot mess. That's a hot mess. Um, but once that's all organized, then what I got planned, hopefully, I'll be able to execute that, and um, it's going to give me some more storage space. So, hopefully, keyword is hopefully. Because theoretically it works in my mind, but anyhow. Yeah, I gotta move some to my new storage, and I have I think it's two, maybe three canvases that I haven't kitted down yet. Um so I have to work on that. So that might be stuff I'll work on this weekend. So, um or I might work on some tomorrow. Depends. Because right now for myself, I'm actually kind of caught up on where I need to be for progress on pictures and stuff. For this, go around this week. This week's progress on everything. Um, so I'm happy with myself there. Because like I say, I finished off what I had left to do on the one section of Tigger. And now I got a section left for each of the weeks left in this month on him. So, and of course, this one I'm doing, I'm still working on her for Ticket to Ride, a Asian year-long event, and get her done. So I'm not really worried if where I am at on her at this point, because she's actually still in an event for the rest of the year. So if I only get little sections done here and there on her, Oh, cool, Sandy. Yeah. Um, I just hadn't gotten around. One of them is the crystal, the crystal birds. The birds I did that were all crystals. I did. My God, I did that sometime last year? I can't remember what event I did that for. Oh, the Great Escape. Um, with Rebecca. And J Rob and all. I haven't kitted those crystals down yet because I haven't made up the bags just yet with the DMCs for the crystals on them. So, because I actually still have the paper that has all the crystals and DMCs for those crystals listed on it. So, and I actually got to find up. I haven't put that up yet. I think me and Mom might put that in our bathroom. I think that would look pretty in our bathroom. So, but yeah, so I'll get to that eventually. I just got to make sure I have enough baggies for. I got to figure out what I do with the baggies. I actually had baggies for that, but I have to figure out where I stuck them. I moved them the other day and I've misplaced them on myself. I hate when I do that stuff. I hate when I will misplace something and have to, order it, reorder it so I have it. And then I'll wind up finding it after the order has shipped to me. So I'm like, oh, well, I'll just have extra, So, but it's still, it gets on you. It gets your nerve that, oh my God, it was in that spot the whole time. Why didn't I look there? It's normally the first place I look. But and like Tia was talking about in her live last night about, ordering the same canvas more than once. Well, I haven't actually ordered the same canvas more than once, but I had this little hedgehog canvas. It was in a mystery box from Amazon. I won some canvases from J Rob in an event, and one of the canvases was that same little hedgehog. So I actually have two of the little hedgehog. So what I'm thinking about doing, I think I'm going to do them, and going to change some things up on one from the other, and probably add some bling and all that with it. And make them cute. Oh, are you saying? Yeah, it baffles your nerves though, because you're like, you have it and you can't find it nowhere. So you're like, well, I'll go reorder it, or I'll go buy some more of it. You come home and you find the one you were looking for. And it was in an obvious place the whole time. But I also hate when I have something and I lay it down and cannot seem to find it to save my life. But yet the whole time it was right in front of my eyes. Now that one gets me too. That drives my OCD, ADD, ADHD. That drives it so bonkers, because I'm like so anxious because I know I had it, and then I'm getting mad at myself because I can't find it, and that's just that's a me thing though, the getting mad at myself about it. That's a me thing. But it's crazy. Let's see, I have 1, 2. Looks like I got 4 colors left, and this section will be done. is P, 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 P. Looks like I only have two of those. Need two of those. But yeah, so it does. It gets gets your nerves. But especially when you find something that you were looking for and it was in an obvious place the whole time. Oh, that one really irks me. I'm like, how could I have not found that? How did I miss that? You know? But that is life, you know. That is life sometimes. But anywho. So I have two more colors after this one. And this section would be done, and then I'll show you how I prepare the next two sections of canvas that I'll be working on. Which one of them is already done. I already got the release papers on it. I just need to go and do the second one. But I'm a little hold on a minute, guys. I will be right back. Give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm back, y'all. Just found out there this power crap stuff they're doing tomorrow. And they're going to drill near the pole that they needed. So we may not be out of power, but I don't know about that. But at least it's going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to be during one of my lives. I won't have to cancel a live stream because of it. Thank you, Sandy. Our neighbor came over and was letting us know, because where they're going to have to drill is where they park. So he was asking if they can park in our yard tomorrow, park their vehicles over here, because they're saying that they should be done by 4 o'clock. And with his girlfriend's mother and her and him working, they need somewhere to, in case they need somewhere to park. So, which is okay. I mean, we love our neighbors. They're so sweet. There have been times that me and Mom were almost out of food in the house and not knowing, where we were going to, next pantry, or when we'd have the money, and they'd clean out their pantry, because they were getting ready to go shopping or whatever, and they brought the stuff to us. So, we have really good neighbors. So that's kind of a weight off of me now that they're going to do that tomorrow. And from the way that our neighbors talking, that we might not even be out of power, because they should be able to rerun everything and tie into it without even cutting the power off, which I think is dangerous, but they are the professionals. So yeah, but I'll still have all my stuff on standby, just in case we do lose power. Like I say, pray for the the best. Prepare for the worst, but pray for the best. Type of deal. But they need to replace the power pole, because it's getting a little rickety, and from all the storms and things we've had over the years, which I understand, but it's also a hassle in the long run. So, but hey, I get to watch it out my window, so even if I lose power, I still get to. I get to watch what's going on. So we got one more color, and this section's done, and then I will show you how I'll set this up for the next two 6x6 sections that I work. I work in, the release paper size I work is a 6x6, so it's a nice chunk of a square. Well, I mean, it's not always exactly a 6x6, because sometimes I'll just move a release paper over, and I might work a little bit bigger section, or I might just decide to work half of the release paper section. So it just all depends on what I feel like working that day. But most of the time when I lost that one. Okay, wait a minute. But most of the time, that one don't even go. That's a different color. Yep, they're different. Okay, so most of the time I work, like I say, 6x6, size release paper sections. But it also depends on, I might not even finish the whole section that day. So sometimes I can finish a section in a day, and then sometimes I work until my brain says, okay, it's time to give it a break, for the day. I need to move this one here. So it just all depends. But 9 times out of 10, I try to finish a section, when I start it, I try to finish it. But like I say, with her, she's in 2-year-long events. And then she's also in another month event for the month of February. So if I don't finish her, if it takes me to, March, April, May, or whatever to finish her, I'm not upset with that. So yes, I got to deal with this power issue tomorrow. So hopefully we don't lose power, like our neighbor Luke is saying. He doesn't think they're going to cut our power off. If they do, I will be prepared. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't mean to rant, guys, but I think it's all BS, about the way it all came about. I'm like, this pole, everybody knows this poles need to be replaced for longer than, but that is cold air. I don't find heat works. But anyway, so like I say, this is this is in the year-long event as well. I do have, my Tigger is also in the a year-long event to get her done, but I could whip the Tigger out next couple of days if I really wanted to, but I'm actually stretching him, for the Retro Cult Classic event, and he's also in the Love is in the Air event as well. So Tigger is pulling double duty, But see, that's what I'm trying to do now. When I pick a canvas, I'm trying to tie it into multiple events. That way, I feel I'm covering more bases. Doing more than one event with a canvas, and it also, I don't have to, I'm not stressed, like, okay, I got 7 WIPs over here. And I need to have this, the one done for this event. This is for this, it's less stress on my mind, knowing that, okay, I've tied this one to 5 of, in January, I had tied it to 5 events. For February, it's tied to the Asian year-long event, the Get Her Done year-long event, and Once Upon a Time. So I've got it tied to 3 events. Next month, I might be able to it still be tied to, oh, and Ticket to Ride. So 4 events, sorry. Next month, it'll still be tied to the Asian year-long event and the Get Her Done event. So if it takes me the next 3 months to get it done, it's still tied to more than one event, so so that's my theory and my thinking. I'm having tater tots. Just my tater tots. I think you said you were gonna. I'll make them in a little while. I'll make them in a little while. Well, you can go ahead and take them out if you want. Because I know you said you were going to make you the rest of the French fries. You said you were going to make you the rest of the French fries. So I'm having. I got to put my tater tots in the oven. So. But yep, I'm having tater tots. I love my potatoes. I love me some potatoes. In any form. So. Yeah, you can go ahead and do yours first. Because I got to do mine in the toaster oven, but you can go ahead and get yours done whenever you're ready and out of the way. But if you go ahead and take them out, that way I have them out and they're, ready to go. I said that way, if you go ahead and take them out, they're ready to go after you're done, and I can put mine in the oven. I said, go ahead, take the tater tots out, but you can cook yours first. I think you put yours in the icebox. I know that I'm saying, but when you're ready, because I have to put mine in the oven. You got to do yours. You doing yours in grease. Gosh. But anyway. So yeah, so that's my thinking of, choosing the events I'm going to do, and my canvas that I'm doing for said event and all as well. It's yeah. Not first cross hold it tight so that down on top of them so that okay, whatever. But so yeah. So I'm doing a lot of events this year, but I'm not doing a lot of events this year, if that makes any sense. I'm doing events that make me happy. Events that I don't feel like I've got to jump through hoops for. Events that I feel welcome in the groups. So that's how my thinking is going, because it's sad to say that, you go in a group and, you just don't feel, you're not treated like you belong, and it's sad. It's like you get ignored. And you put more wax. It is. It's sad. It's, you know, when you go in a group and this is any group. This isn't just, I'm not talking about just diamond painting. I'm talking about any Facebook, YouTube group of any kind. You know, be it craft or, you know, gardening or fishing or even the guinea pig world. I've asked some questions in a couple guinea pig groups, and, you know, I go back to see if anybody's answered, and my question's been deleted, you know. And it was just an innocent little question about a vegetable, you know, that I hadn't heard about. And I was curious because I heard others talking about it and saying that guinea pigs could have, you know, and I was curious, like, okay, is it true that they can have this? You know, I've looked up what it is, blah, 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 but I'm not finding any information on, is it safe for guinea pig or whatever, you know. And then they delete my question. And I'm like, okay, how is that wrong? You know, why? And then when you ask why your question was deleted, then they kick you out of the group. And I'm like, I just had a question about something, and, you know, you got all butthurt about it when I asked the question there. You know, I wasn't rude. I wasn't, you know, spamming or anything like that. I just had a legitimate, simple question, and, you know, that's how they treated me. You know, and it's crazy. You know, I had same thing happen in the coin community too when I used to hang out with the coin community. You know, and I'm like, okay, you know, simple question, and, you know, it's like, or, you know, you'll be in a community and they'll be talking about a company or a product, you know, and you state your opinion about it, and that, you know, your pros, your cons about it. And just because you have a con about said product, they get all butthurt, you know, and kick you out of the group. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat something. If I'm going to do a review on a product, okay, I'm going to tell you the pros, the cons, you know, the ins, the outs, everything. How does a company know how to change something that needs to be changed if they don't know that it needs to be changed? You know, that there's issues with said product. You know, like, a company wants the feedback, good or bad, because then that way they know, okay, we need to improve in this area, or we need to improve in that area. You know, like, if you sugarcoat everything, then, you know, they're not going to know, okay, well, this isn't working right, so, okay, we need to fix this. And then when people complain because said product did not work like said product was supposed to, the company didn't, you know, like, okay, well, you know, we didn't do anything wrong or whatever. That's crazy. You know, so it's like when I do a product review, I do an honest product review. You know, I'm telling you the pros, the cons, the ins, the outs, and all of that. Okay, so we're done that section. Let's move this out of the way. Let's put these drills away. And then I need to find a couple things. Where did I put that? Oh, I know where I put that. Right up there. That goes back in there. They go back in there. This goes back up here. So let's close these for now. these. I'm done with that part for the day. Right, so I need this. And so this is what we got done over. I'll show you in a minute. Pull over here out of my way a minute. I need to do this. Just go over here a minute. Right there a minute. Okay, so this is what we got done over so far. So that's gorgeous. She is gorgeous. All right, so I need release papers. Where is my one? Oh, there it is. All right, I need this, and I need the one that's got the metal. That one's got the metal. Okay. All right, so this is how I do this part. Unroll the canvas. I want to flip it over, and I'm going to re-roll just to get some of these, curling out. All right, so what I do is I'm going to go ahead and put my next line of release papers. I need to roll her. There we go. All right, as you can see, I got this row of release papers, but I'll pull those off and replace new ones here in a second. That's just so I can line all my release papers up. So what I'll do is I'm going to pull that back, the paper. All right, so I'll pull that back for now. All right, so I want to put new release papers down here, just so I know that I got, oh, I knew that one would do that. That I got them even. This is my process every time. So on a big canvas. Now, if this was a smaller canvas, it would have already been, all the release papers would have been down. So, but on a large canvas, this is my process all the time. So we're going to put these release papers in here. I use these photo albums to keep my release papers flat. So, and it works really well. Need to pull some release papers out. Might not be enough. I don't know. All right, so now I'm going to go back in and lay the first release papers down so they're even with what I'm working. I'm not 100% getting this part here even in between. I just want this baseline down here to be even, because then that way I don't have to go back in and reposition these each time. So I want this line. All right, so just so that line right there is pretty much even. Okay, so there we go. All right, so then I go in with the next one. Just make sure that it's lined up right here. There we go. See, that didn't go all the way up like I wanted it to, so that means that release paper is not even. But you get that. They get where they're not cut even, so. So we'll just go make sure that that's even up there. There we go. All right, so then that one's down. And I want to go ahead and go across that one down because it's flipped. That one's over 22. That one's too folded. Yeah, I go through that with my release papers. They won't be the way I want them. Let's go to this one. So just want to make sure, because I can rearrange these release papers when I'm working on these sections. So just so that goes down that way and covers that. Like I say, I can rearrange these when I go to work on these sections. So right. Now, just so that that line down here, let me get some new. Just so that when I put these down, they are over that window. So they come with that. All right. I'm going to show you how I cut the plastic in a minute. Because I can always move these around a little bit too if I need to. Right, so now I'll let that go back up. Right, now I'm going to smooth that out. Need to smooth this out a little bit more. that releases that a little bit. And do the same for the other side. Okay, here we go. All right. So now I'll take my metal ruler and just put it down so it's right along the edge of where this release paper is. And I just will cut. Doesn't have to be even. I just cut right down through it. And then I slide my ruler down to where I was cutting. Push that down again. And I'll go from the opposite end here. Oh, I have to hold that down as well. And I just cut. It's never always even, but that was more even than I normally. That leaves a little bit of a flap over the second set of release papers here. That I'm gonna put this one down and put that one up on the top. There. So that so then that's ready, and all I got to do is roll this little edge up here at the bottom when I put it on the light pad. But that's how I prepare my canvases, my bigger canvases. Now, if this had been a 30 by 30 or smaller, you know, I wouldn't have done that. So, but now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll her up. So that shows how I can show you the. So this is what we got left to do on her. So for right now, I'm just going to roll the other end back so I can hang her back up. All right. So we're just going to and now we'll roll that up right now. About right there. So that way I can hang it up. Oh, I hate when they pop like that. This is just until I work on her again. Yeah. Okay, so she's not rolling the way I wanted her to. Okay, hold on. I rolled it the wrong 2 weeks. There we go. We'll roll it to about right there. Flip coin. There we go. So there we go. So now she's ready to work on the next sections. So when we start her again, okay, where'd that come from? Ah, there we go. So when we work on her again, we'll be down down in the mountains a little bit. I mean, the trees. And start to do more of her body, and the earth, and more of the trees over here. So, but yeah, so that's her for now. I love these bright colors. These bright colors over here are, you know, and then you got your purples over here in the mountains. You know. And one pop up. But yeah, and then the little bluebirds, you know. And I think my camera froze, but you know. I love that sound. You know, you got the little bluebirds in their hair. You got a little seagull bird over here. I do know that in the water, I believe there's some swans. But yeah, they're the only animals that have stuck out to me so far. And of course, she's got the deer antlers. You know, so that's how I kind of tied her to the Asian event, is because of these Asian Sika deer, which we actually have a population of here in the state of Maryland. I think they're also in Virginia too, Chincoteague area. But we actually have a population of them here, which they were brought here, and they're not native here, so well, they took over. People hunt them here as well, so. He's away. I am not sure why my overhead camera is frozen, y'all, but it is. We have a few Chinese people here, but not a lot. We actually have some that own the Chinese restaurant that me and Mom like going to. And my mom actually taught one of their kids in Head Start, so. All right, put this on its canvas. I mean, it's canvas. It's hanger. I think what I'll do is I'll fold it over on itself like that. This is the way I hang it for now. That way I know it's protected. There we go. All right. So I'm not even going to restart the overhead camera because I am getting ready to call it a day. I will be live Tuesday. I don't know if I'll work on Mother Earth. I keep wanting to call it Mother Nature, Mother Earth, or if I'll work on Tigger. So, but until then, I will catch everybody around in the different lives, J-Rob, Tima, Nix, and everything. So until then, I will catch everybody later. I hope you have a good day. Sandy, I hope they get your heat resolved soon. I'm glad they got your electric resolved. And till then, hugs. Love everybody. Bye, y'all.